This video is sponsored by me! New merch store now available, check it out later in the video. Minecraft makes no sense. I've recently been on my 2-week Minecraft stint and built myself a nice house right next to the river. I put a painstaking amount of time into making each pillar, each floor, and each space around it look absolutely perfect. The most picturesque place to be. Wanting to share my creation with my friend, I walked down to their house to find them building their home out of melons. Melons! A melon is a type of plant in the gourd family, commonly featuring a hard rind shell with a sweet fleshy fruit inside of it. They are often eaten as sweet treats on hot summer days, or a flavorful mix-up in a fruit salad. But you know where a melon wouldn't be used? For a slanted roof! Minecraft is an amazing game that can teach anyone from small children to the Pope how to creatively build their own unique worlds. But Minecraft is teaching the wrong lessons to children and popes alike. Minecraft teaches you how to build wrong. If you want to build, say, a house for you and your dog, you need to build solid foundations, frame your home in sturdy materials, balance the weight and size to keep everything secure, and construct your walls and roof to withstand harsh weather. If you miss even one of these steps when building that home, legally distinct bolt here might as well be living in a pile of sand with how easily it could be toppled over. No dogs were harmed in the making of this bit, I promise. But in Minecraft, you can build the frame out of wool, the walls out of sponges, the roof from leaves, and even not have a foundation at all. If a young, innocent, and still growing Pope wished to be an architect one day, they would need to learn how to build strong, secure, and most importantly, safe infrastructure. And I believe Minecraft should be that first step in learning how. So I came up with a solution. Bring the Occupational Safety and Health Administration to Minecraft. In the real world, there are hundreds of different safety and building regulations used to ensure every building from our homes to our businesses are built and maintained in the safest ways possible. Today, I am going to bring these rules into Minecraft, show you how they're used, and at the end, test these rules on others, and see what they can create.
I had a great time until I came back into the general voice call.
And now for a public service announcement. Hello, everybody. This video is a hard one for me, and I know it will come as a surprise to many of you, but I wish to be honest both with myself and those around me. I have to admit something. I am a fur... What the hell is that? Oh, No. Wait. Ah! So to bring the real-life regulations of building into Minecraft, we're gonna need to go over a few things first. Namely... What? I used two regulatory bodies as the references for this video, the OSHA General Industry Regulations and the 2024 International Building Codes. These are dense regulations that cover every possible building and workplace safety rules that you could possibly think of. There's sections in the OSHA book for ladders and stairways, diving, toxic substances, occupational foot protection, and steel erection. The IBC2 covers safety rules for nearly every type of building, but while their rules are extensive, the reading of them is something I believe is beyond the ability of your average gamer. The purpose of this code is to establish the minimum requirements to provide a reasonable level of safety, health, and general welfare through structural strength, means of egress. Not only do we need to simplify these rules for our average player, but we also have to change these rules due to a particular problem. Minecraft doesn't follow the laws of physics. This is a block of wooden planks. Assuming it isn't a hollow block of planks, this is a cubic meters worth of wood, roughly about 900 kilograms. This is nearly 2,000 pounds of planks, and I am currently holding it in my hand. Even weirder, it can float. Even weirder than all of that, I have hundreds of it in my inventory. Just how strong am I? This is a cubic meter of water. You can hold a cubic meter of water in a bucket, but this is that same cubic meter of water slightly in the air. There is no fuel for this fire to continue burning. How is it burning? Suffice it to say, a lot of rules in this book don't apply to Minecraft, so taking them one-to-one just won't work. In Instead of trying to just put real rules into the not real world of Minecraft, I decided to use these rules as a reference in the first ever building regulations for Minecraft, the Building Universal Guidelines of Minecraft, BUG for short. The BUG covers most of the things you would do while building, with 5 total chapters to go over. But first, let's get equipped. Ow! Or actually, not ow, since I was wearing a hard hat. Our general guidelines go over everything we may need for your average worker, requiring high visibility wear and hard hats to be worn at all construction sites. All workers too are now required to break blocks with the proper tools. Bare hands are not built to break stone. The rest of the general guidelines enforces the basics of safety. Employees should never be forced into hazardous situations at any point in construction. Keep some ladders, scaffolding, or water on hand to keep your builders safe. Always make sure to have medical services available in the event of an history. Healing potions, food, you name it. And very importantly, always have a toilet provided to all workers at a construction site. Now, let's move on to flammability. Flammability regulations in the IBC have a specific rule about fire-resistant materials. Depending on the types of buildings you're making, you need different levels of fire-resistant materials. These levels are determined by the amount of time a material can resist being lit on fire. The standard for a fire-resistant material is lasting 1 hour without being set aflame. Minecraft days are 20 minutes, so if your building material can last a little under a minute without catching fire, you're good. All these woods are up to the test. Can they last for 1 minute? Oh dear. Okay, so in Minecraft, only crimson and warped wood is immune from burning. Everything else only needs seconds to disappear, which makes wood, the most common used building block in the game, one of the riskiest blocks you can use. Case in point, the Pillager Mansion. That shit's so easy to burn. Rule 2.1 of flammability requires structures with an occupancy of 3 or more to be built out of fire-resistant materials. If you're building for yourself, you can use all the wood you want. But if you plan to live with a few friends, don't put them at risk with oak. Rules 2.2 and 2.3 deal with heat sources and ventilation. Open flame should always be surrounded by non-combustible materials. Yes, even torches. Why are you putting torches in your oak house anyway? All heat sources too must have clear ventilation to the outside of their structures. Furnaces, torches, lanterns, all of that smoke is gonna set off a CO2 alarm, which I know you haven't checked the batteries for those. Keep your heat sources clear of blocks above them. Always have a fire extinguisher on hand in case of a fire, and if you're gonna have lava in your build, at least put some handrails around them. Construction. Behind me is the lava chicken farm you may have seen in that one movie with Jack Black in it. This building works as a great reference for retention, but also an example of the rules in Section 3. Rule 1. All buildings should have a building plan. You really shouldn't build things without an idea of what you're doing. This lava chicken farm, for instance, was built off the plan created by Gold Robin here on YouTube. His fantastic design made sure I made no errors that could cause a safety risk during the building process. The only actual risk is the building itself. Rule 3.5. Structural supports for a building must be built stronger than the blocks they are supporting. This is a mostly wooden structure with some stone bricks on the inside, this upper half being only wood. So please tell me why we have a solid quartz chicken on top of it. 1 cubic meter of quartz can weigh up to 6,000 pounds. This chicken has 47 blocks of quartz. Gold Robin, are you trying to crush these chickens? We haven't even mentioned Rule 3.2. Buildings can only be built on solid foundations, equal to their size, and, well, I don't think this gap in the floor is helping any. The rest of our construction rules keep us honest. Accessible areas of a build must be lit up. Extensions to a build must have supports underneath. Do not use improper materials to build with. And finally, building projects which have already been started must be either finished or discarded within a reasonable time frame. If you're one of those guys who makes the front of your build and never finishes the back, I'm looking at you. Storage. Man, I love cooked steak in Minecraft, but I have too much of it right now. Guess I should store it with my rotten flesh, used weapons, gravel, and radioactive waste. Rule 4.1. Food and other consumable items are kept separate from contaminants. Leaving your milk buckets next to a block of slime is only going to make your cake a little sticky later. Keep the health of your Minecraft avatar in mind when storing your food. Speaking of which, Rules 4.2 and 4.3 both discuss the storing of explosive items. Any chest or other storage with explosives should only be surrounded by non-combustible materials. And very importantly, don't store explosives with items that can directly ignite said explosives. What do you think will happen when you put flint and steel next to TNT? Rule 4.4 directs the use of water and lava to either be grounded or surrounded by 2 meters or more of material. And 4.5 is probably the most important rule of them all. All forms of storage must be clean of any loose items. You have copper golems now, you have no excuse. Redstone. Redstone is a weird one to regulate. It's like if you took electricity, ground it up, and used it as a seasoning on your midday meal. Rules 5.1 and 5.2 deal with prevention. All redstone contraptions should be built only out of fire-resistant materials. Yeah, I know you like your rules, but that's a fire hazard. And all vital contraptions must have a failsafe in place to prevent any undue harm. Keep something on hand in case a contraption goes haywire. Moving parts of your redstone should be built to prevent players from being harmed in them. Explosive redstone or other hazardous contraptions must be kept separate from homes or other businesses. And finally, your redstone may not be built in a way that damages the space-time continuum. And that's it. Now that we've gone over the bug handbook, we can finally find out what it's like to play with these rules. Let's start a new world, load in, and...
I can't get any food. Can I go into the ground? No. Maybe there's like a village we can go to? Paper? Well, that isn't helpful. Maybe there's a shipwreck. Okay, here we go. Yes. I don't have sticks though. Okay. I can break leaves. Leaves you can break with your hands, right? Come on, please drop me a stick. That doesn't help much. Come on, 2 sticks. Yes! Table, crafting table, crafting table, crafting table, crafting table. Yes! Come to mama. Now, how am I supposed to build something?
All right, if you happen to find some tools, it actually isn't that bad. But can you beat the Ender Dragon? I mean, theoretically. If you pre-plan all of your builds, avoid bridging over dangerous gaps, properly manage your inventory, and never place your avatar into a hazardous situation, you can, technically, kill the Ender Dragon. Just good luck trying. But more important than actually playing the game, how is it like building with these regulations? What, were you expecting me to build something? God no, that'd be too hard. To answer this question, I decided to contract the best Minecraft players I know to build the best structures they can with these rules. But none of them got back to me, so I tricked my friends into a building competition instead. Hello everyone, and welcome to the neighborhood. Thank you all so much for becoming the new builders for our community. Woo! There you go. All right. I'm so glad we can have such a great group of builders together here that have definitely been playing the game for a very long period of time, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
these
right?
skins all show the level of prestige, no?
If everyone would like to follow me, I'm going to show you to your plots. I invited my friends to create the best build possible in this quaint little neighborhood, showing them their plots of land and what they would be doing. Before any of them were allowed to place some blocks down, I split them up into teams and had them create a building plan for their plots. For no particular reason.
we're making a 7-Eleven.
We're gonna make a bird sanctuary where you can store your badonkadonk.
We're building you a house that's just all about you. It's gonna have a statue of you. It's gonna be a lovely place for you to live.
We are making a hot dog stand so that the entire town can enjoy some good wieners.
With so many lovely ideas on the table, I finally decided to reveal to them the real rules of this competition. I have gotten word from the local municipality that they have put in place some new regulations for building here in the neighborhood. I know this is a bit last minute, but you all already know our master builders, so this shouldn't be any issue to you. I've been given copies. Jayhawk,
Yeah. Oh,
Jumba.
shit. I can't read, bro.
There you go. So I'm sure they're all simple rules to work with. I'm sure you're gonna have a ton of fun with that. You have 45 minutes starting now. Go to your VCs. Have fun.
Bye.
There are 20 pages.
Where do we accept the terms?
Let's
cook. Let's cook.
Chapter 1, there's chapters?
The teams of 2 went off to create their builds. Getting a 20-page document thrown at you meant that most of them spent the first 10 minutes reading. And reading. This is riveting content. Our players quickly took note of the general guidelines, starting their builds while I kept a watchful eye from my Birdfellows Incorporated branded desk. And trust me, I kept a very watchful eye.
Really hope Moore doesn't watch this back
Why?
because I'm just breaking glass. So like,
I abandoned that rule entirely. But, like, he won't know, so we won't lose points unless he's like already caught us. In which that case.
Oh no. One went outside.
No, they're dying. Oh, you're
I'm killing one. He went outside before Moore came back over here, bro.
We're being communicated with. Okay, 7-11.
Damn.
They're in our base.
What? Is it because you
Oh
spied on them?
my god! He wrote a sign in our base.
Wieners suck.
Oh, freak.
Wait, this is not how a car looks like.
Oh shit. It's been an hour already? I guess we gotta go see the builds. What I'd like to ask, first and foremost, does anyone want to admit to any violations? Because if you admit to them now, I may waive them.
You got us. We were a bit too good. Yeah.
We might have sometimes we panicked and we might have like we used the pickaxe first, but then we maybe sometimes used our hands.
All right, so I'm gonna write down that you did not use your tools. Thank you.
Oh, we did use the
All right.
tools, just not all the time.
Don't worry, I caught nearly everyone not using their tools. Creative was just too tempting for them. Who would like to present theirs first?
Okay, we can go first then.
Yeah, we'll go first. We'll go first.
Thank heaven
Well-
for 7-11.
Thank heaven for 7-Eleven. Welcome in, guys. We have, all the basics available, definitely. We're currently in the process of restocking because we actually sold out. But one thing we do have in stock is right here. If you come over here,
Yeah.
item just for more.
Nothing.
Moore's favorite. Spelled incorrectly. To be noted.
Yep.
To be noted.
Yeah,
All right. What do we have?
that's just for you. Just for you.
Special note just for you.
Just for you.
I see. Okay. Our first build is the newest chain in the 7-Eleven mega corporation, here in Minecraft. This build actually features a sliding glass door that I was sure would be a violation, but I was surprised to learn that even if you get hit by the glass, it doesn't damage you. The problem actually comes from the failsafe they put in place.
If we have an emergency, you can break the glass. I didn't know which tool.
Oh, you have a sword just sitting out in the open for anyone to grab? To be clear, they expect customers to grab a sword, break the glass, and then run through that glass in the case of an emergency. And they did all of that instead of putting in a back door. Violation. I do
Imagine.
see, what is that behind you there?
That's fire
It's like-
extinguishers.
I don't know, man. I just
Yeah.
work here.
Drugs.
Despite the sword, everything else about this building actually stayed above board. They have fire extinguishers, a bathroom, and nothing contaminating on the shelves. The structure too is primarily concrete and brick, which is realistic since they made a real ass building. This is just a 7-Eleven. But despite that, there were 2 more violations. See, in the book they were all given, it's noted at the very end that the builders must sign their copy of the rulebook. See, it's right here. So I obviously checked everyone's copies as I was looking at their builds. You didn't sign it where you were supposed to, but it is signed, so I'll accept it.
Here, this is also signed.
Mia, are you currently signing the book as we
No.
speak? No. I'm gonna have to write that down.
No.
Other than catching Nia on some legalese, we had to check one more thing. The foundation. I do have one thing to check before we move on. As you all know, it's very important to have stable foundation, so I'm just gonna check real quick.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh.
Oh. Exposed.
Okay, using World Edit to just put a floating piece of dirt for them was a bit cheap, but it was funny. The 7-Eleven receives 3 total violations, narrowly avoiding a 4th by adding a toilet in the back corner. Now let's see what our next team made. Oh, Jesus!
If you would like to first come to the back of the sanctuary, because everyone knows that the back is the main attraction. This is where we have both our statue and MooreOver's favorite.
Oh, cheeked out.
Jesus.
Guys, I don't see a statue. Where is it?
It's on top of the sanctuary. Look
Top
up.
of the sanctuary.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, you see the cheeks?
Why is my hair white?
No, that's blonde. You had
That's
very light
blonde,
blonde
bro.
hair, more.
A light blonde hair, you know?
You know, I may not have hair anymore, but I do have a new hat from MooreOver.shop.
There used to be a bountiful
Jesus, the
forest
face.
where a lot of birds used to live, and then the evil corporation 7-Eleven took the land and decided to build a convenience store over the forest. So we decided to build a bird sanctuary for all the birds that have been displaced. Yeah, this is
We have
the
the 4
bird
different corners.
sanctuary. So we've
Oh,
got the
wow.
little pond over here with the fish. The bird like to stare at the fish. It's a big
Okay.
It's like a bird
pastime
bath.
of theirs.
And in
Um,
the corner, we have the perch rods for them to sit high up in the
Yeah,
corners.
this is their favorite corner. They all like to gather in this corner specifically. I don't know why, but they love this corner. And that's the sanctuary.
If we ignore the bird ass in the room, the build itself is incredibly beautiful. The dome design is lovely. The glass ceiling brings a ton of light in, and the natural elements make this sanctuary truly lovely to stand in. But it's hardly a safe sanctuary. That hole we found earlier underneath 7-Eleven, it extends all the way to the sanctuary, and they did not check that. They did not use tools while building. Their pond is 1 meter above the ground, but does not have 2 meters of blocks surrounding it. They did not sign their business plan when submitting it. They didn't have a toilet available, and okay, we gotta talk about the ass in the room. Just to check, what is this statue made out of?
wool.
What is the face made out of?
A block. I can't even tell you.
It wouldn't happen to be called netherite, would it?
No,
No,
that's...
I think you're
I
getting.
actually...
Violation, violation, violation. 6 violations for the bird sanctuary. This is not a safe place for birds.
The plans sort of changed slightly once we read the rules about Foundation. So we built a house for a bird. It's a place for you to live, Moore. It's a house for you.
It's for me.
Yes.
Oh, it's for me. Oh, I'm allergic to spruce.
That's unfortunate. So as you
I
can
think
see
it's
here,
a
it's just because we just wrapped up construction. We still have the scaffolding. You know, gotta be safe. Gotta do everything by the book properly.
And here, once again, just making sure that everything is structurally sound. Don't want the stairs collapsing, so we got a lot of fencing going on. We have a little seating area for you to eat your food. Here you can cook.
Oh
And
my
our chimney
God.
goes up. Made sure to make it out of stone.
Oh, do you have ventilation? Oh, you do.
Yeah, we
I
do.
was about to mention that. No, it's
Goes
very
outside.
good. Okay.
Ah.
Down here underneath
Why is there
these
a feather there?
trapdoors, you have a
That's a really good
I don't know.
I feel very safe.
Here you can cook. And
my
our chimney
God.
goes up. Made sure to make it out of stone.
Here,
But-
we created a viewing platform for this beautiful underground cave. And if you can see, the tree is supported
Oh.
tree is supported by a root on this side, and there are 4
Oh,
stone brick pillars holding up the observation platform and the tree itself.
this is not safe.
Actually, it is safe. At least more than every other foundation has been. Our third build keeps it very simple with a fun treehouse, a small room with a kitchenette and bed, as well as a lovely underground viewing platform to look at the roots. Or root.
Sir, will you please stop staring at me? Where's the rest of you?
Well, you can see here
Uh-huh.
in these leaves,
Oh, wow.
you can see that there are inverted daylight sensors with redstone lights underneath them. What that does is that makes it so that when it turns to night, the tree will automatically light up, so it becomes like a pretty little thing for the people of the town to see.
Oh, wait, that's so cool.
Wow.
This is a truly lovely little treehouse. It's too bad that they used the wrong blocks. See, everyone's business plans had to include the blocks they planned to build with, and the first 2 builds found a bit of a loophole in that requirement, by just asking for every block ever. Shammy and Edboy, however, did not. They asked for specific things like wood, leaves, and the like, but they didn't ask for lanterns, or daylight sensors, or even scaffolding. So this business plan has been violated, and it also wasn't signed. I also caught Ed not using tools, there isn't a toilet available on hand, and the scaffolding, while indeed a nice touch, is construction equipment left behind on the build. Scaffolding is a very unsafe thing to leave behind at the construction site. Lanterns, thank you.
Lantern.
Oh my god.
Well,
5 violations for the treehouse. Now, there have been a lot of violations so far, but when you look past them, the builds themselves are actually very good. Everyone so far has tried to follow the rules, and with some touch-ups and maybe a giant statue removal, these all could follow along with the building regulations. So far, it seems to me you can play Minecraft with these rules and still make fantastic builds. But there was one last build to look at, and nothing could have prepared me for what I found.
All right,
Whoa.
we're now
All right.
open.
The winner-
The winner. The winner takes
Takes
it all.
Oh.
I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. That's-
Yes.
Yes, what would you like to order?
Can I have a hamburger?
Enjoy.
This is a loaf of bread. Oh. This is the Wiener Mobile, and it is a car in the loosest sense of the term. The floor of the car has melded into the road underneath. There's no wheel at the front of the car, and large parts of it aren't even connected together. It doesn't function at all like an actual car, but it does have everything inside of it used to make wieners.
In here, it's frozen, yeah, so that all the meat and the bread stays fresh. With our oven and our workplace. Then we got our fridge right here, cooled as well.
Redstone powered?
Oh.
Redstone powered?
Redstone powered.
That ice can melt and become open water sources. The furnaces have iron trap doors covering their tops. Why does a hot dog car even have blast furnaces? And the entrance and exit of said car requires you to climb over a smoker to leave.
There's tables here. We got some nice environment, right? You can enjoy the nature while you're enjoying your wiener.
They put 5 nether stars on the front, right next to redstone torches and food. Do we even know what radiation these stars give off? Do I want redstone seasoning on my bread? Why do I feel like this car could go off at any moment?
Actually,
explode
did you know every car is a bomb if you want to make it? So, in a way,
Are you calling your creation a bomb?
everything can be a bomb. Mind you, everything can be a bomb.
Not only did they not use their tools, not follow or properly create a business plan, not use proper blocks for their purpose, unintentionally created a death trap, but they also made the single greatest failure in architecture. Their base is made out of stone, while their car is made from quartz. In cubic meters, stone would weigh around 1,600 kilograms, and quartz, 2,700. I'm willing to give a bit of leeway on the weights here, since we don't know the density of the materials used in Minecraft. But I cannot excuse what we find on the wiener. The bun of the wiener is made from blocks of raw gold. Gold roughly weighs 19,000 kilograms per cubic meter. That is 42,000 pounds. Even if half of these blocks had mixes of lighter minerals in them, it would still dwarf the weight of every other block in this build combined. Being in this kitchen is a guaranteed death for anyone who attempts to stand underneath these open blocks of gold the moment they realize what gravity is. This build follows none of the rules set down in this video, blatantly ignores the simplest of guidelines, stands next to the goddamn melon house as an example of everything that these regulations were meant to prevent. And the worst part of it all is that this stupid, unsafe, unrealistic mess of a build was my absolute favorite. I don't know if it was the colors, the presentation, or the energy of its creators, but it's something about the silly little wiener was amazing. You can make a lot of really cool things in Minecraft, both stupid and amazing. And the best part of it all is that you can do it without limits. Building with these blocks lets the player open an endless swell of creativity. And forcing it to follow the bounds of reality only hinders the joy one can get out of placing them. The Wiener Mobile may have broken every regulation known to man, but they didn't compromise on their vision to create it. More so than every other build had to. So the winners of this competition had to be them.
Let's go!
Rumble, we almost won.
You guys suck! You guys suck!
Wiener takes it all!
He
Suck
forgot
on
to take the
Wiener!
violations off us.
I definitely did not screw up the scoring at the end, definitely not. Shut up, Jumba. Can you play Minecraft with building regulations? Yes. But it heavily limits the enjoyment of the game and hinders your creative ability by limiting your options to real-world means. So should you play Minecraft like this? No. Play Minecraft how you want to play it. Build a melon house if you want to, as long as what you do is fun. That will always be better than treating Minecraft like some architectural training game. But if you do want to try building like this, feel free to take these rules and build whatever you like with them. I'd love to see what you could create. Just remember not to place hundreds of tons of gold above you while building. Oh wait,